Well, fuck that light. It was going to be a good story.
It'll still be a good story. Hold your fucking ass.
I didn't realize the pickle was going to smell like shit.
What? It's okay. Again, they don't hear
they don't.
25 seconds of my show anyway.
What the hell are you talking about a pickle for?
A pickle for. She said a pickle for.
Pickle for.
He's talking about the pickle in his britches. And what are you talking about? You're using binoculars on a radio show. What the hell's wrong with you?
I'm trying to creep on the
Welcome
neighbor's
everybody to In the Hangar with Hornet Fixer.
You know, if those people would remove that bush in front of there, I could see a lot better.
Well, I'll take care of that for you.
Yeah.
Okay, first in the chat room, Smile Money, Black Dog, Unwild One. Welcome to the show, Jim.
And Douglas. And Douglas.
No, he's
Douglas,
going to do that same thing to
just
you.
south of the Hornet Fixer location, Douglas joins us.
Douglas joins us.
He's going to do that to you on your show.
Nope. No, I won't.
See, here's the way it works. I always seem to be lit up on Wednesdays, and Jim is always drinking because he doesn't have to go to work the next morning on Fridays.
Well, yeah. I don't drink on school nights.
I call bullshit.
Yeah, so do I.
It's just slow berry vodka.
Oh, well,
I collude with Russians. I drink vodka.
that's right.
Now being joined by
You want the vodka?
Mark,
Vodka.
the pee-hole challenge master himself.
The whole challenge master Mark.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Like I was gonna say before the light turned on. So I managed to
See,
break.
and you're still gonna get the story in.
I managed to break the frame of my truck, and it's not drivable anymore. My lovely daughter borrowed me her pride and joy, her Jeep. So she picks me up on our way home from work. We go to her house. I get the Jeep, and she goes, "I'm just gonna stand here while you drive away because I've never watched my Jeep drive away." Okay, that's fine. I get it. You're gonna take a picture, and I hear her say, "I love you," and I go, "I love you too, Sam." She goes, "Well, actually, I was talking to the Jeep, but I love you too, Dad."
She's a Jeep girl,
What
huh?
What the fuck? Dad rates second to the Jeep.
And this is your daughter, and you're surprised.
Right.
No,
I was going to say, didn't you teach her that? There are certain things in life that are, well, a little bit more. But
No, she's...
I was going to say, I'm sure she gets all her smart ass fucking comments and attitude from who?
Well, there's one thing ever that was mumbled by my ex-wife that I truly appreciate. She told me that I have the ability to wield sarcasm like a ninja with a sword. And it was like...
And now you pass that on to the next
And
generation.
evidently the next generation has got the sword in her hand.
Grasshopper has learned very well.
Hers is double-edged.
It was right down to everything. I had the window rolled down. I'm looking back at her. She says, "I love you." Her eyes were not turned towards me. I go, "I love you too, Sam." And then she looks at me in the window and goes, "Well, actually, I was talking to the Jeep, but I love you too, Dad." Shut up.
Priorities, Father. Priorities.
Yeah.
Yes, Father.
Oh, it's funny. One of those shoot-a-palooza moments. Actually, it wasn't the youngest one at the time. It was the eldest one. I believe Jim was here. I think Phil. I'm trying to think. Jerry. I'm trying to think of who was all in the living room. And Lily's boyfriend at the time was sitting there. And there was a whole bunch of people. And somebody asked a question. It might have even been Jim. And it was just like, well, if you ever hurt this girl, there's a whole bunch of guys here that all have guns.
And they are her uncle.
Yeah. I think at about that point in time, he left. And we never saw him again through the next week of the shoot. Even though I think he was invited to come shooting, I think he feared he would be, asked to hold the targets or something.
Right.
How fast can you run 100 yards? Let's find out.
Hey,
Yeah,
don't run. You're just tired.
That's right.
wasn't he the runner?
Speaking of sarcastic smartasses, I see we're joined by Big Jeff Gunwild One. And no, Jeff, I don't drink on whatever.
You drink every single day.
I didn't drink last night.
Oh, baloney.
I didn't drink.
I love that. I love that she says, you drink every single day. He goes, not last night. Well, yeah, last night. Yeah, morning, afternoon, none of that counts. Last night. When I went to bed at 8 o'clock till I got up in the morning, I did not drink one time.
Yeah, I didn't have a single thing.
That's right.
Yeah, you had multiple. You didn't have a single. You had multiple.
That's right. I never drink after bed. Whenever I go to bed, that's it. I'm done.
So, Smile Money wants to know what's wrong with your truck. Did you drive it like you stole it?
No, I believe it was killed by Duluth. I was leaving to go over to get my coffee on my way to the job site, and the alley is all disheveled because of ice. People drove through yesterday.
Oh, let's just put it this way.
Yeah.
There's potholes on top of our potholes for our potholes.
Which means Eric fixed it till it broke.
Right, yeah, I was going to say, Gunwild said he fixed it till he broke it.
The frame cracked right where it leads up just before the rear end. So, long story short, I didn't realize it broke on the way to work, but my truck was the closest to the road, so we took it to go to lunch, and we were coming back from lunch, and I was looking in the mirror going, why is the rear end not moving in unison to the mirror, watching the rest of the truck? I was praying at that moment in time that the box rusted through and the box was moving on the frame, but there is a crack that goes from the bottom of the frame all the way to the top of the frame on the passenger side. And then there's a smaller version of the same thing in a different location.
Sorry.
So I don't have a vehicle right now.
Are you
I'm sorry.
Are you gonna fix it, or
And
are you gonna junk it?
well, that sucks. And well, no, I don't think you can fix that cracked frame, can you? Because there's probably not enough good steel around that. It's probably rusted.
Down, and his parents are like nowhere to be found at the airport.
Well, to answer your question, our maintenance guy says that he is going to fix it.
Oh,
But
okay.
I've already told him, if it's Swiss cheese, I don't want you just to do something and tell me it's great if it's not. I've made a template. I made a template of my frame, and I want it boxed in. The guy that I work for the most owns a shop that does powder coating, and they have a plasma cutter. And they said that they would cut me the templates. If I made a template, they would cut it and they would give it to the other guy,
and he could weld it up and put it in your truck.
Yeah, they're gonna basically box in the bad area. And I mean, here's the problem. I'm gonna be 100% honest, even though she's sitting right here. I've already gotten into some huge arguments with Christine and Samantha because Sam actually fixed the frame in 6 locations, not this one, in 2 years ago. And Toyota has a huge problem. I was actually working on a job right next to the dealership when Samantha worked at the Toyota dealership. And one day alone, a semi dropped off 12 frames. And Sam went to bat for me and said, my dad's 96 Toyota Tacoma needs a frame. Well, that's a couple years outside of what we're warranting right now. I'd have to look at the information. They pulled up the VIN. They told me they would not do it exclusively because the dealership didn't put the undercoating on the frame. Have you guys ever heard of Z-Bart?
Yeah.
Z-Bart is I have a receipt.
That's huge up north.
Yeah, they're a much better company than a goddamn dealership. But that's all the dealership needed. If it wasn't a factory undercoating job, you're SOL. So they told Sam that they wouldn't replace the frame. Yeah, Gunwild, the frame is up here. They must have used a combination of cheap steel and all the northern states where we use salt to get rid of ice. It just fucking destroys.
Well, yeah, they don't. I know on my Ford's the same thing. They don't plug the non-used holes. In other words, they're all bored. All right, and that might be sprayed, but there's spots that have little plastic plugs in them. Those plastic plugs rot in no time at all. Now you have an exposed hole. Water, salt, saline salt solution gets up in there. Before you know it, it's rotting from the inside out.
Well, so Smile Money, the reason I laugh was Smile Money says, just like Jim, you broke your rear end.
Yeah. Crack my ass.
And Gunwild says my ass has a crack in it too. So, yeah.
Well, and yes, Gunwild, I made some templates. The plan was to cut either 2 or 4 pieces, which would be the frame rails of my truck, and then they would grind it off and then weld they're like 30-inch sections. It goes on the worst crack. It would be 8 inches before the crack and like 24 inches beyond it, all the way up past for me, the wise thing from moving forward is to never use my truck to tow anything, because that whole rear end, the whole part that's busted basically holds the suspension, the rear end, and the my tow.
So you're not towing anything anymore.
Yeah, if this works, and I already told him, I said I don't want to come off as an app. The guy's name is Tony, that does most of our mechanical work. He owns his own shop, and his specialty is body work, but he does everything. And he's the one that's going to take the steel cutouts and weld them to the frame. And I just flat out told him, I said, I don't want to come off as a dick, but if this is completely hosed, I don't want you to weld this shit on and tell me it's all golden when you know damn well these pieces are just barely hanging on. If that's the case, I'm going to need to sell the truck. The only reason I'm resistant to Christine and
because
Samantha,
you're stubborn as the day is long, you mick.
a year ago, I put a $2,500 topper on the truck. The topper is worth everything. The truck is basically worth nothing. Having said that, yes, I'm being killed by rust. The engine, Gunwild, I'm here to tell you, if it wasn't for the frame, I would drive to California with that truck. It is a very reliable. It has all the creature comforts that I like. Remote start, nice stereo system, remote locks. It's just I'm being killed by rust.
That statement is a lie. You will never see your ass in California. You need to retract.
I would meet him at the fucking border, okay?
Just saying.
Just saying.
Linoleum.
Well, I actually had everything.
Brazilian.
Everything I know about California, I love, except for the libtards.
Well, yeah, I agree 100%. California is the weather there is just phenomenal. Awesome. The growing season to grow crops and raise animals, and the whole thing, except for the pollution that the big cities put out. But
Hey Jim, ask me if you agree with this statement. I had this conversation with.
No. What?
If right now,
because I've been told I'm abusive to you and John. So
right now, if you found out there was a caravan coming up through Mexico, and when they get here, they're going to support Donald Trump and vote Republican, you think that fucking wall would be under construction right now?
Oh, it'd have been built by now.
Oh yeah.
They just diverted money from Planned Parenthood to build it.
There's a whole bunch of inexpensive trucks in the Craigslist Duluth area. Quite a few. Yeah, I know. I realized when I said it that was a real stupid thing.
In the era.
There's a '98
Right.
Chevy Silverado for $1,400.
Oh, but it's a Chevy.
Yeah, but it's a truck.
True, but it's a Chevy.
I need it to fit my topper. Otherwise, I need to come up with another $2,500
Why do you have to have a $2,500 topper?
because it needs to be able to hold over 120 pounds on top of it, and it needs to have 3 doors that flip up so I have access to the left side, the right side, and the back side. It was the only one that I could find like it.
Oh, to carry all your stuff to do your jobs.
Tools would not fit in one of those toolboxes that you put in the back.
Right. He needs his whole entire bed of his truck is a toolbox.
Yes, exactly.
Right. Exactly. So that's why he needs another fucking Toyota. That's going to do what? Rust out.
Rust through.
Well, then what you need is you need a Pinto.
He needs a Pinto. So if you get hit in the ass end, you don't have to worry about
That's
it.
right.
It'll keep you warm though.
That's right. That way you can save the whole back of my
Actually,
car.
you know what he needs? He needs one of them old AMC Pacers. You just and put fucking hinges on all the windows.
Yeah, I always like to keep an open pack of hot dogs laying on the dashboard.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, lots of curtains in the Pacer.
Mark says yes. The backside must always be accessible for Eric.
And that leaves Mark's line open.
J-Dog says learn to weld. Hey, I know how to weld. I just weld like old people fuck. That's all there is to it.
I can weld. I just don't own a welder, or I'd probably do this shit myself. I just need to take the tire off, grind the frame down, verify that it's not Swiss cheese, make sure it's nice and clean, and weld the plates on.
Remember now, you're talking. You're welding almost. You're talking almost 6 feet. You're going to be welding times 2. That's
right,
a
and
long,
you have a full,
long
and you
weld.
have a gas tank full of gas.
That's a long weld.
Again,
A very
bring your own
long
hot
weld.
dogs.
Again, yeah, bring your own hot dogs. And my brother and I bought one of them Harbor Freight fucking welders back in the day, and we used to fucking piss out of it.
Yeah, I have.
We welded all kinds of shit.
All the
I
rest
got a
is
MIG and I have an ARC.
Funny page.
We had a MIG. We bought the MIG. We wanted to get after a while we wanted, because especially when we started doing the mini choppers, we wanted to get a TIG, but I didn't want. I told him, I said, dude, I don't have the patience to learn how to do that.
Yeah, that's just so tough to learn. That's a hard one to learn there, TIG welding.
I want to say hi to J-Dog and Tactical Wingnut, and he better have that sloth head on. Boondockers.
Had boondockers for dinner last night.
Actually, I'm thinking about having doing something with some boondockers tomorrow night. I just gotta figure out what the hell I'm going to do with it though.
And as we speak, my salty nuts are soaking in boondockers.
Oh my god!
Nobody wants to hear about your nuts.
What are you wearing, this underwear now, or what?
Yes. Hey, do you want to see my cup koozie that they sent me?
Oh, fuck you.
Oh!
Die, you gravy-sucking pig.
I knew that was coming. It's either die, you crazy fucking pig, or I'm gonna stab you in the fork with.
I'm going to stab you with a fork with a forehead.
Wingnut says no sloth head. I'm driving. Fucking chicken shit.
It's always one of those two, though.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna stab you in the eye with a fork.
What would you do if you stabbed him so hard you pulled out their eyeball? Then what?
Well, that's
I
the
would
point.
laugh.
That is the point, because it's just that messed up. You got to have good
Small-
messed up. Go ahead.
Small money's right. We're 20 minutes into the show. Still no collusion. Just like President Trump. You should have voted for Hornifex in 2016.
Cleaning tools?
Hornet the Putski.
And speaking of voting, yesterday, the 19th, we had a local election here in Jacksonville for mayor, city council, etc., etc. And I voted city council at large group number 1 had 4 people running, 1 independent, 1 Democrat, and 2 Republicans. I voted for a Republican, of course, and I voted for the Republican named Jack Daniels.
There you go.
I said it is without a doubt the easiest choice I've ever made in my life.
Little towns like mine, it really sucks. You go into those local elections, it'll like Caroline Johnson. You're like, well, who's opposing her? No one. And you'll have like 5 things you're supposed to vote for. No one's opposing anybody. It's like, well, what the hell's the point of the vote?
Talk about collusion, so Smile Money will hit the like button. Oh, okay. There was no collusion. Hit the fucking like button. Because I'm abusive and I cuss and yell and scream, and some people can't handle that. I say blame your parents for raising a pussy. Yes, actually, that's another thing here in Florida. Thank you, Douglas. Here in Florida, Governor DeSantis, our new governor that I voted for, thank you very much. He has is signing paperwork and working on it to reverse the ban on medical marijuana that's smokable. So good for us. Even though I can't do it, I guarantee you that fucking cunt that got elected Secretary of Agriculture, well, if you have a medical marijuana card, she will fucking send you a letter and say, turn in your concealed carry weapon. I guarantee you. Or your license. She's already started that shit.
Probably so, yep.
Yeah, she's already started the, you had charges against you that were dropped, but we're still going to fucking take your concealed carry weapon, I guess, from you. So yeah, we're waiting to just fucking annihilate that cunt. So no, and I understand this, Small Money. I can't own guns. I can't have guns or whatever if I'm on medical marijuana. I get that. I don't need to be on medical marijuana unless I, for some reason, I did. Well, then, if it's my life or my gun, well, I'm sure I can fucking bury some somewhere. But anyway,
Paul Ellis.
Granted. Oh, from across the pond. Good morning there, Paul. Thank you for joining us from all the way across over in England. Thank you so very much. That always is awesome that you show up and listen to the show. Thank you. But real quick, back onto the medical marijuana thing. Look, there's people that need this stuff. And we all know. I mean, it's proven. It's a proven medical fact that marijuana can help people with all these illnesses instead of taking all these man-made, manufactured fucking pills. Because I'm telling you right now, all the pills I'm on, I got some side effects that are just fucking gross as fuck. And they are really starting to fucking piss me off, and I'm really getting ready to tell all my doctors to go fucking fuck themselves. And I'm not taking these pills anymore. If I fucking die, I die. But I don't want fucking anal leakage any fucking more.
I saw one the other day. It was I couldn't believe it. They were hawking a pill because are you on opioids? Do you have to take them for your medication? Are you suffering from opioid constipation? Well, here's a pill you can put on top of that pill. I'm like, you have to take a pill to fix what the pill does?
Yeah, that's all they want to do. It's a band.
Dude, I'm telling you, that is all they want to do. What's wrong with you? Here's a prescription. Take these pills, and they don't do fucking shit else. I have to make an appointment in April to go see the Navy doctor, so that I can get him to redo my fucking prescriptions, which I really don't want to take, but I also don't want to die right now. But I'm tired of these fucking side effects. So and that's before I see my heart doctor in May that I have my appointment for, because I have to have him send another referral so that I can see him. Because if I don't get the referral, I can't go see my heart doctor that they sent me to 2 years ago.
Yeah, that stuff's just nuts.
I need to find out. Trump passed the veteran thing where we can go see anybody we want. I just got to see when that starts. Because I want to get if it's a card or something we get in the mail, that I want that. I'm tired of going to the Navy doctor. I'll go to the Navy. They can fill my prescriptions. That's fine. That's the benefit of being retired. That's the one penny that I actually use and love. Yep. But I'm tired of seeing Navy doctors that don't give a shit about me.
Well, it's because they're just at work. They're literally just at work. That's it. Yeah, here's another guy coming in to see me. Ah, great. I'm never going to get a break.
All right, so here we go. Yeah, I gotta have pills to compensate for the side effects of the other pills, etc., etc. Yes, Boondock. And yes, I have a heart, CB fucker. I mean, what? Again, I've been accused of being too hard and I don't treat my friends correct. I'm like, look, asshole, I'm a fucking sailor. If you don't like the way I am, this is who the fuck I am. If you don't like it, go the fuck away.
I love that. I've been accused of not treating my friends like, listen, asshole.
Right. See, but look, here's the thing. Everybody knows who the fuck I am. If you don't know who the fuck I am, you're listening to this show or watching my videos, you are slow on the uptick. Just saying. I mean, Eric's met me in person many a times, and he still has me to his house, so that should tell you something. But, you know, it's just the way it is. And I'm not making fun of somebody, other people, or anything. Go ahead, John.
No.
You got.
No, I got him.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Go ahead. I'm not making fun of any one person or anything else like that. I'm not. But look, people are who they are. You take them who they are. If you want to change them, well, then that's on you. And if they don't change, then you need to suck it up and just leave it alone.
Hey,
but
Jim,
to go take,
where's the best place to get sites for the old Smiths?
Oh, good God! Like what old Smiths? Like what kind?
Like the 5906, or in this particular case, it's a 4013 TSW.
Ooh. Well, God. It's been a while since I looked.
Facebook friend asked. You
Think about
if
it.
you think about it, let me know before.
I will. I'm going to have to do some research on that because I haven't ordered any in quite the long time. So I will have to do some research on that. Whoever it is, let me know, or have them let me know on Facebook. Also, for mutual friends.
Smile money. I used to cry.
I'm going to actually want an answer to that because eventually I'm going to send the 5906 to Jay at Elite Ammunition.
Right. Well, Jay probably knows where to get them too. Now, there's a lot of different. Now, I will say this: there's I've seen different, like Me Pro and all these other guys. They actually make them for some of the older Smiths because they're just certain size dovetails is all they are. So, but you just have to do a little research. That'll take me a little while to find one place to do it. I think Brown. I mean, you could go like Midway, Brownells, all the big stores. You know, the big chains might have stuff like that, but as a smaller individual, a very specific size or style, you got to go to the individual companies. Anyway, Smile Money said anal leakage. Wow, that must be a heart thing. Well, no, it's a pill thing because I didn't have it, and I didn't have it the first year I was taking the pills. It's evidently they changed makers on the pill or whatever I'm taking. Now, holy crap, every now and again, I'm like, oh, fire in the hole, gotta go. So,
It's part of life.
and it sucks if you're on top of an airplane in a fucking hole, and all of a sudden, hey, gotta go. Somebody get me the hell out of here. So, yeah. But, you know, it is what it is, and I'm not trying to turn this into shitter talk. Christine.
I have not said anything.
And she sits there just smile. She's just smiling, going,
Yeah, right.
"Wow,
Oh, look,
this
Jim
is
does
awesome."
shitter talk too. And J Dog, thanks for all the little shit emojis. Thank you very much.
I'm just saying.
And again, like I said, I'm not picking on anybody or doing anything, but I am who I am, and I say what I say, I do what I do, and I seriously, I have a whole lot of issue with, look, you either shoot straight or you don't shoot, period.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't have time for bullshit. I don't have time for smart ass. I don't have time for this. I mean, we all are smart asses. I don't think that's the right term to use, but I just, it is what it is.
Well, you're different now in your 50s than you were in your 20s.
Well, yeah, and the older,
you get, I swear, the more you just do not give a shit. It's either here I am, this is who I am, take me or leave me.
Well, and
Right.
plus
Oh,
you're
no,
dealing
trust
with
me.
When you were
Trust
younger,
me,
you were trying
the
to.
older I get, the worse that becomes.
Yeah,
yes.
but that's just life, Jim. That's everybody to a certain extent.
Plus, when you're our age now, we're dealing with millennials. Nobody had to do this shit before. This is
Right.
a whole new thing, and this stuff is freaking stupid. When you're dealing with people that you're just like, you know what I have the urge to do? To just get a big board full of nails and beat you in the head with it. You're that stupid.
I think
So-
you're safe throat punching.
And Smile Money, yes, I'm on. But I've actually changed my metformin thing, and I actually got to the metformin extended release, so I don't have the screaming shits like regular metformin gives you. So yeah, but yeah, it's all kinds of fucked up and everything. But anyway, let's talk about collusion because that's what everybody was here to talk about. How did everyone like the Russian babes that were, and those were no shit from Russia and the Ukraine
I know.
babes in the video today. There was not an American in there. Those
I'll
were
take-
all Russian.
I'll take the long-haired brunette towards the end. Where the
And you would.
I want a number one.
Go right ahead.
I want number one. She's very limited.
So I want to say, I'm looking back. I had to come back up through the chat room. I changed my page over. I had to come back to it. I want to say hi to Poca Loco, Clyde, Big Dog Leather, the new guys in the chat room. Scott Murray. I don't know if we said hi to him earlier tonight. He's going to tells me to shove a cork up my ass. Problem solved. Another Floridian. Thank you very much, Scott.
Oh boy.
But make sure you guys go up there and hit that fucking like button, turn it yellow, so that way we can stay on the air. And how about the bullshit Fox is pulling? Yeah, that's collusion right there. That's
Yes.
collusion with the fucking libtards.
Yeah, that is definitely.
And that's what happened. That's what happened when Disney buys you out. That's why.
How long ago did Disney buy them out? I'm just curious.
Recently,
Yeah, it wasn't that
within
long
the
ago.
within the last what 2 months, month, 2
Yeah,
months.
it's a new. You could see it. It was stupidity, but it was mixed with a little bit of they still were very dramatic about it. Then all of a sudden, they started sympathizing.
Right. It's like everybody liked Fox News, or we believe them more than the others. And now they got Donna Brazil on there. They got and now that Rhino from Wisconsin, Ryan. He's on the board of directors now, and they're going after Tucker Carlson. They got the Muslim producer got rid of Judge Jeannie, and all this. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, they're not.
Somebody has a point. The redhead is not Russian.
Oh
She's an American.
Yeah. Just,
yeah, but she knew somebody who talked to a Russian once, and that was collusion.
the wagon finger. Yes, Smile Money's redhead was not Russian. I will resend my statement and fix that there.
I love that shit. Proof of Russian collusion with Donald Trump. They show a picture of. Picture of the why am I drawing a blank right now? What's his name? The Russian president.
Putin.
They show a picture of Putin drinking a glass of water, then a picture of Trump drinking a glass of water and going, Proof.
Yep.
That's probably more proof than they actually need to come up with their lies.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, my favorite Democratic Congresswoman, AOC. The Democrats have kicked her off 2 council or whatever in the what are those the committees. They kicked her off 2. She ain't been in office for less than 4 months, and they've already kicked her off 2 for being a cunt.
When you're that stupid.
Well, she's not towing the party line. That's why.
That's what Jim needs.
What?
Killy a bloody hand so she can hold in her mouth when people come to the door.
Oh, yeah, I saw it too. Tilly, when people come to the door, Tilly sits at the very end of the little the little entranceway and just looks around the corner like, who the fuck is it?
Tell me.
Now that dog, there was a little dog in the backyard. When I let her out here right before the show, there was a little dog. Sounded like somebody was hitting it, but I couldn't tell. I got up on the ladder and looked because I leave my ladder in the backyard. And I was looking to see if I could hear it, and she goes, and she was pissed. She was growling, she was barking, and her hair was standing straight the fuck up when that little, you could tell it was a little tiny dog the way the yelp was. And I jumped up there to see if I could see who it was and maybe yell at him or something, but I couldn't see nothing. I didn't have my digital binoculars there, Christine.
Damn it.
I just saw that picture. Snow White is naughty.
Snow White.
Yes. It's naughty, naughty.
Taco Bell is a Mexican phone company.
AOC is. Kelly, come here. Where are you at? Come here. Come say hi to Christine. Come here. And don't scratch my fat ass. Come on. All right, there she is. Oh, no, you got to come here. Over here. There you go. There you go. Ooh, give daddy kisses. Give daddy kisses. Yeah, okay. You just want a peanut. I know what you want.
She likes peanuts, huh?
Oh, yeah. But she likes almonds. She likes cashews. I don't give her walnuts, so.
Too tough to crack.
The vet said, I said she loves peanuts. She goes, you can have peanuts, but don't give her walnuts. Was it walnuts, Brazil nuts, and another one, which I don't like, so I never have them. But she said those three are bad for dogs, and I said, well, she likes raisins too. She goes, no, don't give them raisins. Those are acidic for her. Those can cause her to go septic internal. I'm like, oh shit! I've been giving her fucking raisins. So I had this big fucking panic attack.
There was one girl that I used to work with. This was years ago. She had a dog, probably about the same size as Shelby, maybe a little bit smaller. And she left her bag of M&Ms out on the end table. The dog saw it and started eating the chocolate.
Oh yeah.
Got so sick. She had to take it to the vet right away.
But yeah, she likes cauliflower, broccoli, carrots. Should eat and pretty much anything I put down there.
Shelby loves carrots.
But and she likes ice cubes, so that's a cheap treat for her, let me tell you.
Until you slip on. Dottie does the same thing until she just leaves it there and there's a puddle of water. You walk down.
Oh no!
Wham,
I watch
hit the
her.
ground.
I watch her. If she don't put it back in her mouth and starts cracking on it, some bitch. I was like, I said, you get that ice cube, and I can say ice cube and sure haul ass into the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is probably where she's at now because I said ice cube. And I am not ditching the fucking Dickies cup, Boondockers. Do I put Boondockers on her elbow? No, because I don't want her shit all over the house when I'm not here. Oh, she loves popcorn. Yes, she does.
Yeah,
and I don't get now as we talk about this. I don't give her a shit ton of people food. Now I did when I first got her. I will say this: I spoiled her. I gave her a little bit straight off, while I was eating it on the table, and she's right there, literally with her fucking hand, with her head on my lap, like, hey. I'm like, no, get the fuck away from me. So that was on me, but she doesn't get people food like everybody thinks she does. She gets, she stays with the doggy treats and the ice cubes, and then I might give her a peanut or two here while we're on air or whatever. But she doesn't get a whole lot. Like she got like a tiny piece of chicken tonight for dinner. A tiny. I mean, I'm talking like, cut that piece like 4 times, and there you get one of those 4. So yeah. No, Boondockers doesn't make me. I did not say that, Gunwild. I don't know how Boondockers would affect Tilly. Yes, I love boiled peanuts, Scott. Very much so. Matter of fact, I was telling Eric tonight before the show that I was driving home after I dropped off the box to ship to Miss Bomey. I was driving back down Argyle Forest here, and at the one stop, one of the big intersections, there's a local bee grower hive dude, whatever. He has honey there all the time. But there was two other tents set up. One was boiled peanuts, and one was regular, different flavored raw peanuts. And I was like, I tried to, and as soon as I got my phone, before the light turned green, I got my phone up, went to take a picture of the three tents with all the signs up, and I went to take, and the car pulled up, and I got a picture of this guy looking at me like, what the fuck? I was like, shit! So, yeah. No, Tilly doesn't get boiled peanuts. No, she gets regular ones. I only eat the boiled peanuts. Boiled peanuts is a southern thing there, big dog.
I tell you, since talking about them, I have been sent recipes and more recipes, and you can use the Instapot. JR10 Desert Gold sent me a link to a company on eBay that you buy the bag. It has all the seasoning and the nuts inside, and then he's like, I know how you get about this whole reloading and these beer kits, but all you have to do is boil these. But the Instapot one is the most interesting. Gillian 426 sent me a couple of recipes for beer, New Orleans beer seasoned boiled nuts. I think it was Stephen Bush for a couple of recipes using the Instapot.
Yeah, no, you're not touching my pot.
Oh, enjoying it, are you, Christine?
Yeah, she's not used it at all, but I can't use it to make something I enjoy. At all.
She sent me a picture of her using it.
Steve used it.
No, he didn't.
The macaroni and cheese.
You haven't
to make
touched the
sure
thing.
that I was doing it correctly.
She's so paranoid. One
up.
person, Samantha, sends her a goddamn picture of a lady that had it blow up. Now they all blow up.
What? What, the Instapots?
Yes.
Yeah, I link. I even tagged Christine on Facebook. Was it earlier today?
Yeah.
You can make wine in your Instapot. You can make your own wine.
You can make wine, yogurt, cottage cheese. You can make. You can make ricotta. By the way, homemade ricotta.
That'd be nice.
You can do matzo. You can do mozzarella in it. Yeah, you can. You can do an awful lot
in an Instapot.
Yeah. And it makes the best.
That's not like a commercial. You can do a lot.
You put
in an Instapot.
You put 6 cups of water and 4 cups of rice in it. Shut it on there. 12 minutes later, you have the best rice you've ever had, ever. It'll kill any rice pot, and it will not be all crusted. Nope, it'll be perfect.
Be all crust. You didn't say crusty, did you?
Why? I hate it when it's crusty on the bottom.
I'm not touching that.
Well, I hope not. It hasn't been washed.
Who's gonna touch a crusty bottom?
Touch my crusty bottom.
Listen, you're not gonna make those dirty smelling feet socks.
Hey, I want to take a minute and tell everybody about the 2 sponsors of this particular episode.
But oh shit,
Boondockers and Big Dog Leather. Those guys are making this shit happen right now.
Yeah, yes, they are.
I gotta get
Speaking of which, let's talk about hornetfixer.com. We've got a couple of things going on over there. We got the Snowflake motor, the AK-47.
That thing is getting close to winding out.
Yep.
And I'm working on some members now because I haven't been over there in a minute.
You guys got to go check out hornetfixer.com. I'll put a link in. We are that close, and that is the $1,200 that we raise. At least $1,100 is going to go directly to Mr. Holster. And if for some weird reason, the person that I want to win the most, me, then I will send $1,200 to Mr. Holster.
Now, I'm going to have to do the pick for this myself because you're all in it.
I know.
Yeah, I am. Because I no shit want this. Harleys and Barleys is a new
I'm not lying. You've seen me do these day in and, you know, Snowflake Melter in and Snowflake Melters have gone. This is a fucking incredible AK-47. I'm not going to lie. I would love it in my collection.
Morning wood stout.
Yeah, I had Morning Wood.
What?
That's what,
I was just looking at his beer bottle.
the brew review was Morning Wood Espresso Roasted Stout.
Okay. How you doing?
Oh yeah.
How you?
I like how I put morning wood and stout all in the same sentence.
Okay, but he paused.
Okay, so
He didn't him about pausing. He paused.
Morning wood stout
Where is it? Where?
beer.
Okay, so I'm looking at the Snowflake Motor numbers, and we are, I'd say, about halfway.
Yep.
Give or take, halfway there. Need to
Again, I'll put a link. Put $10. It's a $1,200 AK-47.
right. And a lot of people that have won off of Snowflake Motor drawings have been one or two, or I think not many people that like myself who have put in a lot of them, like 10, 20 entries or whatever, have only won once. Most of the people that win put on 10 or less, and some have put in one entry and won. So yeah,
I've never won, and I've got one entry. I'm due.
Shut up.
I've never won.
Did I
I've
men-
got one entry. I'm due
Did I mention this is a really damn nice AK-47?
several times.
Thanks, Smile Money, Captain Obvious.
Well, you're the one that said it's winding down. What? That's why I said, let me go look.
Sort
Because
of.
I didn't see something in the last couple days.
Hey, if it was parachuting, the guy got in the airplane, they went all the way up, he leaped out, and now he's coming down, which is where we're at.
Yeah.
It's like halfway.
68,000 feet.
How am I going to run Snowflake Melter? Because I finally put in? Jim fucking buys in all the time.
Yeah.
How come Jim hasn't wrecked Snowflake Melter? Smile Money.
How what?
He says I'm going to wreck Snowflake Melter. How am I going to wreck Snowflake Melter? Because I want to win it?
You know what? Is Smile Money in it? Is he in there? Did he get a ticket?
I'm sure he is.
Okay.
He gets in on all of these.
I was gonna say if he's not, he can be with me and we'll pick it together.
Yeah, I would. I would prefer a situation like the time we had Chuck pick. Anybody that wants to call fall when we pick the biggest asshole in the gun community.
Well, we still got halfway. It's not winding down. There's still plenty of numbers. Come on.
Well, then we should buy more.
Apparently your co-host is not happy with you either.
Smile Money. He's in. He bought a ticket.
That's when money's in.
Okay, Big Dog Leather just put 2 more in. Thank you, Big Dog. Let me update that now.
he is fucking razzing you. Your number gets drawn after Samantha.
Did Sam win the
No.
who won the last one?
Caitlin won the last one.
Before that, it was Sam. Because we had 2 girls that won,
Yeah.
which was awesome.
Shit, what was his numbers? Look, what are Big Dog's numbers there, John? 88 and what?
Hold on here. I'm on a wrong page here.
I got 15 fucking things going on. I got 8 people PMing me and everything fucking else. And people wonder why I get fucking pissed off at them. I'm doing a radio show. They want to message me. I got PMs. I get IMs. What the? I'm old. I'm stuck in my ways, people.
Jim,
Jim can't multitask.
Big Dog Leather has 88 and 107.
107? I knew it was a 107. I can't remember which one it was. And I don't have 107 on there. I have to update. I forgot to put 107. Good call. There we go.
Wow.
All right, he is in. He's got it.
We just made him.
Who's Kinkles? You know that's your ankle and your calf, Kinkle.
Uh-huh.
James, you asshole.
Huh?
No, this other guy.
Oh.
He said, "Show your tits." Fuck off. I only got like 15 fucking windows open trying to watch all this shit at the same time. So.
Mr. Holster pick. Somebody suggested was.
Yeah, Mr. Bolster. Could have him on.
Hey, that's an idea. Yeah. We can have him on. He can do up or down, and then we'll have Jack call the number out, and then we'll go ahead and use the random dot. There you go. If Jack's not too drunk to
My
speak.
number, I don't care.
Don't forget to send dick pics.
God.
Dude,
You know what? Why is there always there is
850.
always somebody who's just willing to throw that shit out there?
Dick pics or your most fucked up angled things didn't work out, tile jobs, picture hanging.
My God. Well, I just got a picture of 2 Arby's buns over a cooter. Yeah, that's just
What?
yeah.
Well, share it didn't happen.
No.
Yeah, that was a real special moment for me right there.
A bun in a bush.
Yeah, Smiles Money is right. Don't make it sound too complicated there. It might sound colluded.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm still working on.
Slow down.
All right, here you go, Christine. Ta-da!
Oh my god. Can you imagine if somebody got that as a tattoo?
No. I'm confused by all of it.
Where's the beef? Sorry.
Poco, I'm forwarding you an email. I got some printful. Jeez, I hate doing this shit late at fucking night. Jesus.
Well, that's what
Well.
happens when we say something on the radio show. It's
Well.
like everybody goes,
Well,
"Oh yeah."
well, Jim is busy doing bookkeeping. I'd like to point out 662-579-8506 for your most messed up whatevers, because the first person that sees it will be John Solar.
Well,
And I
Chris,
know him. And if you want, you can wait till 2:30 in the morning, because that's when he prefers to read this stuff.
Christine, big day. Big day. Are you ready? Here you go.
I'm about to shut all.
What?
I swear to God, I'm about to shut all this fucking shit down.
Blog
Is
Talk
that
Radio. Blog Talk Radio is
Yeah.
paying us $20.
Wow.
Why?
Revenue, commercials.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I'm
so
surprised.
so it's making money, so that's why they're trying to talk us all into coming back.
Yep.
Well, maybe they should thought of that and spent the $21 on making their fucking infrastructure work.
Yeah, they keep saying everything's fixed, everything's fixed, everything's fixed. Come back, come back, come back.
Yeah.
You'll have a call-in number. You'll have everything. Come back, come back, come back. I tried to explain to the lady if we have a call-in number, Christine still won't know it.
No, I won't.
That's right. That's right, Scott. $20 is $20. Meet you in stall 6. Yeah, Gunwild is like, is it lunch yet?
It's not even 6 p.m. where he's at.
Yeah, they're all fucking making. They're all, hey, it's not late. What? You know what? Fuck the hell off, all you assholes.
See, I think they misunderstand when you say asshole. When you say asshole, you mean it with love.
No, I don't.
Oh,
Not
okay.
at all.
Never mind, guys. Okay, never mind, guys.
Yeah. Damn, I thought it was a term of endearment.
Oh,
No,
here I was
not so
thinking
much.
it was like a nice warm hug.
Yeah, it's like a nice warm hug with your mouth around my dick.
Mario is doing his own live show now.
Yeah. Hey.
Wait a minute. I thought I saw something he was doing in live shows.
Yeah, I saw something on
saw
fucking Facebook.
Yeah, I saw that.
Ladies and
Or
gentlemen,
not
Battle,
Facebook. It was
Battle
YouTube.
Bean Live.
Yeah, I saw a Battle Beam live on YouTube. I was like, what the hell is that?
Oh yeah, by the way, your new insert's done. I gotta ship it out to you. I'm gonna ship it out with oh my god, just stop it.
Don't do that. Put that down.
So, what's the
I have wanted to slap him so many times. He breaks the ring. He breaks the ring. Then he can't figure out how to go hoot hoot. He can't do that. He just goes.
Do you love how he moves his fingers
Yeah.
over it? Like that's gonna change the pitch of it.
Yeah.
It's not a fucking harmonica.
You can imagine. You can imagine him at the glory hole. Hold on. Hold on.
So I
Put your
forget
balls through the hole.
what is the standing offer on this call?
It was 1,200.
Yeah. So I'm at work today, and Greg goes, because we actually had our first 2 geese fly over, and I go, I should bring my $1,200 call to work tomorrow. And he goes, let me get this straight. You don't have a fucking vehicle, but you have a $1,200 goose call?
Well, he does have a point.
I said, yeah, but it's sentimental. I said it was made specific.
The kicker is it is the only one there is. There is no other captain, commander's call, Star Trek commander's call in existence.
I love how you look like William Shatner when you said all that.
Well, I wanted to let you know.
That's exactly what you kind of sounded that way, but you looked exactly like Shatner.
I've got a triple up my ass.
Big Dog wants to know who Mario is. Mario Mosen on YouTube. We call him Battle Beam. He's getting ready to retire from the Army, actually.
Yeah.
He's got a little over a year left. So
You said like 18 months or something?
yeah.
Barry Bean, Battle Beeb.
Let's put it like this. Mario's family came up here from Argentina. He felt so thankful for what the United States gave him and his family that he joined the military to give back. I have the utmost respect for anybody in military, but someone like Mario, who is like, look at what this country has done for me and my family. I will give back, and I'm willing to put my life on the line. And I have to say, any of you guys that are in the military, I'm sure you all fight demons. But Mario, who has unfortunately had people that he has trained, loved, considered part of his family, and then give up their life because they couldn't deal with it. That's what we do with active heroes. That's why Justin's final mission is so important. And that's why people like Mario are family gold to us, even as annoying as Mario is. Hey.
All right, that was funny.
Angry Birds level Russia.
Now you gotta tell them what you see. Describe it. 'Cause
It's a guy holding a cock in between.
It's not a.
It's a chicken.
It's a chicken. It's not a rooster.
It's not a cock.
Is it a rooster? I can't tell.
Wow, you
could
need
be a
you need.
rooster.
She needs a ladder to get out of the gutter.
I'm telling
Literally.
you. But it's like in a homemade slingshot. He's getting ready to sling an Angry Bird across the fucking
Straight into
thing.
a pole.
Right. No, he's got two poles. Look at the picture again, you idiot.
Sorry, Shelby.
Either way, it's not a penis.
It's
It's
not
not.
a penis.
Do I even want to look here? Oh, what the hell
It
is
says
this?
voice. It's a voice.
Oh no! Wow, good lord, that is she's got some problems.
Hey, I've seen that before. That's Dr. Steve's ex-girlfriend.
She needs some medication.
She went to Arby's.
Yeah.
well, that's roast beast.
That's yuck.
Oppressed citizens and spoiled millionaires. See the difference?
All right, do the last one, and then we're getting the hell out of here. Jim's got to go to bed.
There we go. Oh,
There's a duck call for you.
Uh-huh.
I have enjoyed her picture on a few times. Indeed, indeed.
He said on a few times.
Yes. Yes, she's a very special lady.
Argentina. Where is
Well, that's a lot better. At least that sounded like,
Well, that's
That's a
because this was
That's a different call.
This one was professionally made for me by Eric C.
Oh,
But like hacked together like yours.
Yep.
oh my God.
Yep.
Oh wait
That means Eric's show's not going to be on
Wait a
Friday
second.
night.
The sudden urge to tell you to lick my lefty, mother.
Wait a second. This looks like one you might have made. Oh, never mind.
That leaves Eric's line open. And on that note, shut up. Good night. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week.
And that pretty much says it all, yeah.
All right, so I'm pushing the button.
Press the fucking button.
Okay, I'm pressing the button right now.
Thank you.
Jim went to bed. Fuck off.
I work for a living, motherfucker.
Jim brings a new